Okay, so we're getting there. We're on the road. We had some loading issues. Everybody loads really well, but apparently, well, it's a nice trailer, but I had a meltdown and started yelling at the trailer and said it was dumb. Uh, but the Zara was a little bit of a she's being a little sassy, and poor Rolo was like terrified of her and like shoved himself all the way up against like the last stall in the trailer. So we had to do a little shuffling and put her behind the stud gate. But so the plan today is we've got the hunters first at 11:15. It's 9:37, so you know, I like to live dangerously.
This is also fast.
Okay, well, Jen sets her shit fast, and mine is always behind.
I didn't set it. It came that way. I don't even know how to change
So
it.
somebody was like, I'm selling this truck to a chick, and we should probably do her a favor and make it early so she's close to on time. So somebody did us a favor on that. Anyway, it's still later than I wanted to be, but we've got Rolo going in the hunters. I have half a mane to cut because it took me so long to get my shit together today. And then we've got Steele that I did. I brought my my little like EMS shears, so those aren't allowed back on the ambulance. And then Steele is going to go in the jumpers, which is pretty quick after that. So the plan of attack for Rolo and the hunters is just to get around. He's doing the 2-foot. He jumps a little bit more at home than Steele does. And then for Steele, the goal is to just trot around because I'm not sure I can convince that horse to canter around the ring 3 times. But he's just doing the cross rails. So we're only going to be here for a few hours. Everything is about experience today, making it positive, just getting around, simple lead changes. My plan is to trot the first jump unless they decide they want to canter, then I'll just let them go. And then after that, we're going to hack Zara. Jen forgot her bridges, so I'll take mine off and then she can wear them. They'll look better on her too. So yeah, we're almost here and I have to navigate, and then it's going to turn into a total shit show in about 8 minutes. And I got 2 pairs of hoof picks so I can pull my boots on, and that'll probably take a half an hour all in itself. So wish us luck. Off we go. It's a miracle we've arrived and nobody's trying to tear the trailer down. All right, rollies. Oh boy. You gonna roll? Hi, you're okay. He's like, I'm very much not. It's okay, bud. Go get them all mad. Zara would freak out. Why? Amazon can deliver everything overnight, but my boots took 2 weeks.
It doesn't matter when you buy things like that; they still come directly from the
That's it. I boycott.
manufacturer.
Did it though? Oh, foot's in. Right, that's all we're getting. Success.
All right.
Hey, that one's pretty good. Alright. My bad. So this is Steele's first trip. He got put in the Hunters, which went in the indoor arena. And he has never been in an indoor arena except for once about 2 years ago. He was in a clear span arena. And he did well with that, but he's never seen like all of those mirrors and everything, and he doesn't jump at home as much as Rolo does either. So overall, I was really happy. He's also a little less fit than Rolo, and he's also a kick ride, and he's really hard to get going. So we decided, even though he's very jumpery, to just put him in the Hunters, so he only had to jump like 20 jumps and then do a really short hack. So he was spooking pretty bad at the judges stand over there, that big pink blob. But the first round we did a lot of trotting, which I was totally happy with. That's like a great way to just get them around, because it slows them down and gives them a chance to kind of look at all the jumps before, without like rushing at a fence. So I think it actually helps reduce like your stopping. There he just kind of careened through the fence. He's just looking at everything and not totally paying attention to the jumps. But he's a good boy. This was a lot for them. He literally got off the trailer and hopped in here. And then he tries to stop at the out of this line. And then I kind of just hung on to the left rein to keep him straight to the fence. I have a complete aversion with letting horses run by a fence. We don't run by anything. If they stop, it's because they're slamming on the brakes in front of the jump, which gives them a chance to stop and look at it. And then he just popped right through there. He's really, really not okay with that judge's stand. In the second round, though, like one of the judges or one of the people sitting there had a candy wrapper that I think made him feel better about it. And that was it for that.
Very intrigued by those people playing.
Mm-hmm.
So that same type turn. So correct that.
Okay, so here's trip 2. He was even better in this one. So I'm always just happy their first round in like a new scary place, especially with him being 5 and never having been to a facility like this or a horse show with all the crazy stuff going on. I was happy he just trotted around and popped over everything. So I was hoping to kind of get a little bit more canter jumps in, and he did that. He was very awesome. I love how he just came back and like take 2 was even better than take 1. You know, he like really learned and kind of better understood. So he gets a little sticky by the gate, but they all do. And then I was trying to like adjust my stick in my hands, and I ended up dropping the right rein. So I couldn't steer, and then he spooked and I didn't have any steering. And then here I finally got my reins back, and he trots in the line and canters out, which was really nice. And then we got him cantering through the end of the ring. He had a little trouble with this footing. I didn't love the footing. I don't know what it was. It felt like kind of slick in a weird way, even though it's like an indoor. I don't know how to describe it, but at the ends of the ring, it felt a little funky. And then we got the simple lead change. There's just not a whole lot of room in that arena, and he is a big horse for him to like really get the lead change. If he didn't get it, it takes us a little bit, and plus he's spooking in the corners. So now he just gallops away from home, and that was it. And he's just such a good boy, and I'm so happy and proud of him. Up next is Rolo. So here's Rolo in the schooling ring.
I can't tell if it'll spill some other horses.
Well, he sees like the people out there, and then the people are going that way.
Yeah, that's what that other lady, her horse was getting kind of. She's saying that was up right horse. So. But her horse is bad.
So this is Rolo's first jump around, and I am going to leave the commentary in from the kids that were standing at the gate because it was really cute and really funny.
He's so funny.
Enjoy the spectator commentary.
He thinks they're gonna eat him.
You know, he's got to really avoid him. They're going to jump up at him, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's scary, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. He is so freaking cute. He is so freaking cute. He doesn't, yes. He doesn't back
He
down.
did not stop here. That is me
how to
forgetting
feel
where
I
I'm
don't know
going.
about that one.
I don't know. I got it. Yeah! He's like, hold on. Let me.
do that to me before.
Well, think about it.
Well, he did it like right to
Woo! He's so funny.
I've had a horse like stop and then jump vertically.
You're like, okay.
It was interesting.
Oh, I know. Sitting, that was fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're canning into it.
Weird horse.
1, 2, 1. Oh, 2, 3, and we still jumped it. Woo!
I lost my stirrups at
you
that
know,
one,
it's
but
like-
I got them back.
Yeah.
She didn't even have a bit. That's impressive. Yes. Nice. Ride, good ride. She has a good seat, bro. Yeah.
I'm already on the ground. Barely getting it together. And then I have on deck 26. Last call for class 24. Cross rails. Number first one.
She's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, that horse is really freaking cute. Oh, I appreciate it.
I love the it's not purple.
Me too, dude. Wow. Yes, sir. Put him in the 2-3. Put him in the 3-foot. Oh yeah, and go. He's so cute.
That was almost like my
Woo!
Okay, so big thanks to the kids that did commentary the first time. So this is his third round. The one you just watched was his first. And the second one, he was a little like tired and like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of work. But this third round, I'm super excited because he kind of just got it. Like it sort of clicked. He had never jumped a real course before. I put jumps up in the field at home, but he doesn't have an opportunity to really jump around like a real course. So I was just trying to ride forward. He's not super adjustable yet. He got better. And then what you can't see, I trot the ends of the arena down here every time we go down there, but it's because there's like some floppy stuff and I'd rather him just go slow and think about it. And then I was so happy. He's so naturally rhythmical and he figured the three to the 3 out there and just did that beautifully. He's never jumped 3 jumps in a row. So we've gotten a little bit close, but again, I'm just trying to like ride forward and have him step up to the jumps instead of like woeing because he's got really good breaks. He also has a flying lead change that he got there before he broke to the trot. And it's really nice. He kind of just had auto changes. He's one of those horses that they're sort of just built in. He's very balanced and likes to keep himself that way. And then, so I asked for the canter there. Coming around here, we land on the right lead because I think he's kind of eyeballing the gate and thinking about leaving. And I was a little worried that if I stopped for the simple change, that I wasn't going to get him all the way to jump 10 right down there. So that was his last trip, and he was so amazing. So this is Zara. We brought Zara. She's a 4-year-old thoroughbred. She just turned 4. And her person came to see her today, the lady who gave her to us. So that was super exciting, but we just took her for the experience. She is off the track. So like her experience at venues is like come out and race. So this was really nice. She just stayed in the stalls with the boys. And then we just hacked around and walked around. We didn't do a ton. But the lady we got her from asked if she's like, oh, you should try Crossrail. And we've kind of like popped over the little stuff on the ground at home, but like she was such a good girl. She just did it. She's still a little tracky, but now after we rode Zara, we're headed home and successful day. Steele was like, hey, I want to stay longer. And then when they got home, we threw them out in the field, and it was nap time. So thanks for watching. Hopefully we have a few more for you this summer. Hope it was fun to see the babies show.